What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike Levenko, and I'm back with my 5 NFL Week 4 bets. Last week, we went 3-2, so not too bad, but not amazing. We took the over of 43.5 in the Patriots versus Jets game, finishing at 44, so barely squeaking it out. Houston +3 against the LA Chargers, where they won outright by 7. The Rams -3.5 against Cleveland, winning by 7, but had some losses. My losses were the Cardinals -2 against the Panthers, and I think they lost by either 14 or 18 points, so not great there. And the Seattle Seahawks -4.5 against New Orleans. Power of the backups. So not too bad this week, but still looking to improve. Jumping ahead to week 4, the first game I like this week is the Dallas Cowboys -2.5 on the road against the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to test the Saints once again this week. The Cowboys are currently 3-0, with the offense looking like it has taken a big step forward with new OC Kellen Moore. Ezekiel Elliott is averaging just over 5 yards a carry, and we all know what a beast he is. Dallas is currently third in total offensive yards and fourth in the NFL in points, just over 32 a game. Looking at the Saints win in week 3 over Seattle, I don't want to say they got lucky, but they did have a kick return for a touchdown, a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and a crazy highlight play from Alvin Kamara where he went beast mode and broke a ton of tackles and scored a great touchdown. These scores don't seem that repeatable. One stat that I love coming into this week's game is Dallas has held their opponents to only converting 7 of 35 third downs. That's 20%. And this is where New Orleans could spend a lot of their time on Sunday night. Now, I'm not stupid. I know Dallas has played some pretty bad teams, Miami, the Giants, the Redskins, but I do believe Dallas has a great defense regardless of the matchup. Also, since 2017, Dak Prescott is 6-3 in primetime games. This game is the Sunday night special, so hopefully it'll be a good one and Dallas pulls out the victory. My next game is the Atlanta Falcons at home against the Tennessee Titans at -3.5. The Atlanta Falcons offense has been pretty solid so far this season. In week 1, only putting up 12 points was not ideal, but in week 2, the Falcons put up 24, defeating Philly on Sunday Night Football, and week 3 putting up 24 points in a close game against the Colts. The Tennessee Titans were handled pretty easily on Thursday Night Football against the Jacksonville Jaguars in week 3, and we all learned something, like we didn't already know. Marcus Mariota is garbage. Remember when the quarterback class of 2015 was supposed to be this special magical class? The likes of Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, the famous Bryce Petty pick to the Jets, then selecting Christian Hackenberg the very next year. Not a good look for 2015, or the Jets for that matter. Now, the Falcons finally got production out of Devonta Freeman last week, and we can't forget about the dynamic duo of Julio Jones, who has a touchdown in 4 straight games, and Calvin Ridley, who look to have big nights with what looks like no Jalen Ramsey. I don't trust Mariota to win me a game, and if big bowling ball Derrick Henry can't get any space to get going, then I think the Falcons will get back on track here in week 4. The next game that I like in week 4 is the Oakland Raiders versus the Indianapolis Colts, getting 7 points. Now, I think the Colts are a better team here, but it's looking like T.Y. Hilton isn't going to play, or at least he won't be 100% as he deals with a quad injury. The Colts so far this season have either won or lost their games by 6 points, 2 points, and 3 points. Jacoby Brissett could struggle in this game. So far this season, T.Y. Hilton leads the team with 25 targets. The next receiver that isn't a tight end is Deon Cain with 6 targets. This could be a dangerous week for the Colts. And the Raiders' offense has been a bit of a surprise this year with the Antonio Brown departure, the emergence of Tyrell Williams, and tight end Darren Waller. I expect Derek Carr and rookie Josh Jacobs to keep it close as this game could be low scoring. The Colts will pound the rock and keep chewing the clock all game with Marlon Mack. And hey, if the Colts win by 3, that's fine by us. I'm going back to the well for this game. I like the over once again in the Patriots versus Bills game at 41.5. The last 5 games Brady played against the Bills have ended in 2 being over 42 points and 3 being under. Now, what makes this year's Bills team different is Josh Allen. No more Tyrod Taylor, no more at quarterback. The Bills have scored 17, 28, and 21 points so far this year. The Patriots have averaged crazy numbers that we all know about, but in the last 5 games against the Bills, the Patriots have put up 24, 25, 37, 23, and 41 points. I think the Bills and Patriots can add up to get to 42 points. And I don't think the New England defense is actually the best defense in the league. The Dolphins, the Steelers, bad week 1, and the Darnold-less Jets aren't exactly good competition. And just a tip, Tom Brady is 30-3 in his career against the Bills. 30-3, can you believe that? That has to be the highest win percentage I've ever seen by a single player towards a single team. So, probably take the Patriots if you plan on betting the line. And I don't recommend doing that. And finally, my fifth and final game for this week is the Baltimore Ravens -7 against the Cleveland Browns at home. I'll keep this one short, or at least I'll try to. I think Baker Mayfield has played pretty poorly this year. Of course, he's not terrible, but he's not meeting the expectations that Cleveland, the NFL, or, for my girlfriend's sake, the fantasy football community has put on him. He's consistently thrown high to receivers, getting David Njoku hurt, almost getting Odell Beckham sandwiched between two defenders, not connecting on any big plays to OBJ. And yes, I know he had that long play against the Jets, but that was more of OBJ being wide open and running very fast than it was Baker making a great play. Mayfield has also been spooked by a pass rush that isn't there some of the time. His line has him so shook, he looks to escape whenever possible. We have yet to see Jarvis Landry make any big plays, with most of the offense coming on the legs of Nick Chubb. I think the Ravens offense is just unstoppable. Lamar Jackson is just one QB who is a game plan proof player with his running ability. I think Mark Ingram is a perfect fit for this offense, a big back with good vision and acceleration, and will always push the pile forward. And you can't forget about the speedster, Hollywood Brown, who is a deep threat waiting to happen with Denzel Ward sitting out of practice on Friday and earning the questionable tag, which seems more of a doubtful to me with the hamstring injury. The Browns have scored 13, 23, and 13 points this year in their 3 games, while the Ravens have put up 59 points, be it being against the Dolphins, 23 points, and 28 last week. I think the Ravens handle this game easily at home at -7 points. And that's it. Those are my 5 NFL Week 4 bets. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I really do appreciate it as a small channel. I really do appreciate you guys listening. Please leave a comment on who you agree with and who you don't agree with from my list, and who are you betting this weekend. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I put out a video every week, so subscribe. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's win some money.